A lot of emotions post-game for you and a lot of other guys. I know it's still pretty raw, but can you kind of reflect on what your time here has been like, playing in front of these fans and kind of wearing the purple and gold?
It's meant a lot to me, being able to come here last year and really, believe in myself and trusting the unknown. I didn't know what I was going to get myself into, and now just go through it in my last game here. I really haven't really sat down, really embraced what I went through, but I was just trying to enjoy every little moment.
Hey, Jaden. You've been in college 5 years, been a starter for 5 years, 2 different schools, now potential Heisman campaign. What are you going to remember about your college career?
Just everything I've been through in my college career. The people I met, the relationships I built on and off the field. That's what means most to me.
Let's talk about today a little bit. How did you approach this? Everybody expects something of you now, right? So to kind of struggle early in the game and to figure it out late, how did you approach it going in, and when did you feel like it started to come around for you?
Texas A&M is a very talented team. Obviously, their record doesn't show for it, but they have good players over there too. So for us, it was like staying the course. Obviously, we're gonna have ups and downs, and we're gonna have adversity. And for us, just to stay the course and really just go out there and see it start clicking. I would just say, that last drive on Brian, Mostert dude, I would say that's kind of where it all clicked for us coming out of halftime.
Hey, Jaden, your touchdown passes in the second half seemed like a combination of great pass and great hands by your guys, your wide receivers. What about the confidence you have when you throw it up to them and that they're going to come down with it?
My confidence is out the roof with them. It's just something that we worked on. We the whole offseason, just building that trust with each other. And for all 3 of them to score in the last regular season home game, that means a lot for me.
Hey, Jaden, right here. The fourth down play where you guys were 4th and 4, I think you scrambled for like 50 yards. Just what did you see on that play? And just kind of break it down for us.
The corners did a good job, squatted on some of the routes that we throw a lot. Obviously, you seen on film, and I came back, tried to see if I could hit Brian on the slant. The DB's playing good leverage, so I kind of just seen an opening. It was a must-have for us. Obviously, that changed the momentum, shifted it. So when the play had to be made, I was stepped up to the plate.
Jaden, you said last game. Was this it, or did you still have a decision to make about the bowl?
I gotta make some decisions. Obviously, I'm gonna go sit down and talk to my family, kind of just embrace this moment of my last regular season game. We'll just go from there.
You talked about it last regular season game. You don't like to talk a lot about the Heisman and individual stuff, but do you feel like you've made your case? Because there's no more regular season games for you. You feel like you've made your case?
Most definitely, I do. Obviously, we got to see what the other guys do, but I think I'm going to make my case to get invited up there.
Jaden, you talked about getting all your key receivers in the end zone today. I saw a huge moment with Lacey when he caught his touchdown. He seemed pretty emotional, and not only you, but Coach Kelly, and a bunch of other guys embraced him. Was there a specific reason as to why he was emotional in that moment exactly?
The first play of the drive, we obviously knew Malik was 60-some yards away from being the all-time leader in receiving yards here, and obviously him getting that penalty neglected that, and it broke his heart because that's his brother and that's something that we worked so hard for. So for him being emotional, him coming in and scoring the closing touchdown, it meant a lot for me. It meant a lot for all of us, just to pick our brother up, and when the play needed to be made, he made the play.
Good time for 2 more.
Yeah, I'm just curious, how much pride do you take in kind of lifting or elevating the play of the people around you? Obviously, you talked about your 3 receivers, but Matt getting a touchdown last week. Just everything kind of seems to be better when you're rolling.
Yeah, I set a standard for myself, and I expect other guys to meet the standard. They met it all year long, and I'm just happy to go out there and play with those guys.
Jaden, any thoughts about when you go to the next level, you may not throw to receivers as good as these guys?
Hopefully I do. Obviously, they got some talented people in the league, but that's kind of out of my control where I go and when I go. So I'm just gonna enjoy this moment here, and when the drive comes, that's something we'll figure out.
Kind of an emotional day for everybody, or what? Do you think it was an emotional day for everyone?
It sure was for me. I'm not sure about everybody, but it's an emotional game for me. But I knew what I needed to come in here and do. It was my last game at Tiger Stadium. It was very emotional from when I came here as a 17-year-old kid. So it's been a 16-year-old kid. It's been a dream come true for sure.
Talk about your growth this year, I guess, maybe, on the field, but off as well. Where do you think you've improved the most?
Being a leader, being that person that, my coach can count on, my receivers can count on, to lead by example, just always working my tail off to be great.
Adjustments in the second half, or adjustments to get going offensively, what do you think we know the difference?
We came out slow in the first quarter, when we got the ball, a few 3-and-outs, 2 3-and-outs. They was chewing up the clock a lot, so, it was causing us to start a little bit slow. But I think when we got back in the locker room and our coaches, got us way amped up than we was prepared, It's our last game at Tiger Stadium, why we so, quiet. We should play with a chip on our shoulder. We never lost at home. We knew they was going to come in here and try to beat us at home. So, we had to come out in the second half and just prove that, we still the best offense in college football.
What do it mean to break the record?
It means everything. I really never paid attention to the receptions lead. I was really working on the receiving yards, but it's one record down, one more to chase. I'm still gonna break.
You gonna play in the big game?
Yes, sir, I will.
Did you feel like their offensive game plan was to also neutralize Jaden because they stayed on the field a long time? It felt like.
Yeah, it was long drives. I think that we definitely keep our offense off the field. First half, the defense on the sideline, we were talking, we felt like we were on the field the whole first half. So I feel like they definitely want to play that.
What kind of difference did it make when Harold started being used as a spot?
A big difference. I think when Pert does that, you obviously see the outcome that we get when he makes plays in the backfield. Nobody's going to outrun him. So when he does that, he's unstoppable, honestly. Spine like that, nobody can stop him.
What did you think of the way your offense played in the second half and the way Jaden kind of exploded with the wide receiver?
Just do what they've been doing all year. It's no surprise. The first half we knew that they were going to get it going. That's all they did. He still did.
Did you see Kyrie get emotional on his last touchdown?
I honestly didn't. I didn't see it. We're so far away from the opposite side.
Talk about the growth you've seen from Whitley so far this year.
Just a guy who's a great teammate, a guy who gets after it every day. Coach can be a great player, man. I love Whitley. He's a great teammate, great guy. Love going out there playing with him.
What are your thoughts about a bowl game and a 10th win, and how many guys you think are interested in playing in a bowl game?
I think a lot of guys are interested. I think it's very important. Bowl games are fun, man. Last year in the bowl game, me and Makai Wingo were talking about it earlier this week. We had a great time out there. It was a great experience. So hopefully a lot of guys want to go out there and play.